Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm back with, unfortunately, not any more good news than we've been getting in the last, I don't know, 3 months almost from the lockout starting until now. Today is day 84 of the lockout, but this video is not about that. This is about Josh Jung, who was poised to be potentially the starting third baseman of the Texas Rangers this season. He was going to be competing with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa for this spot. However, as of right now, that is not the case, and it won't be the case for at least 6 months because Josh Jung underwent surgery this morning to repair a torn left labrum. And this rehab process takes at least 6 months before he's ready to even just DH. I saw from some other people 6 to 8 months, but we'll get into that in a second. That was from Evan Grant, was one of the first to report on that. Then from Kennedy Landry as well, she mentions that Chris Young announced it on a press conference call, and the surgery was performed by the team physician Keith Meister, who's been there for quite a while, as long as I can remember being actively involved in this Twitter scene of injuries. I think he was as far back as like Yu Darvish getting his Tommy John surgery, so besides the point anyway. He does expect Young to make a full recovery, which is always good. These kind of injuries can sometimes be lengthy, and 6 months is lengthy, but sometimes it can spiral out of control. So that is a good sign. At the very least, as I mentioned before, it was going to be Young, more than likely, who was going to be the starter going back and forth with IKF. But now it's probably going to be IKF starting and Andy Ibanez as the backup, platoon kind of guy. Chris Young as well, mentioning that he's content with the team's current depth. But yeah, can't really say anything about who's going to be doing what in terms of the roster or free agents, partially because of the lockout, and really mainly since you can't sign anyone to a major league contract, and anyone that they might be looking at would either be through a trade or through an MLB contract. And I will mention as well, I did see in the recent days and week or so that there were reports of the Rangers trying to get Olsen and Freeman, Freddie Freeman that is, who is now a free agent after winning a World Series with Atlanta. Either of those options would be good. I would like to not trade prospects at the moment, since they just spent a lot of time finally becoming a top 10 farm system. However, that conversation is for another video, and another video that will hopefully be after the lockout ends, so we can actually talk about those kinds of things. Evan Grant goes on to mention Josh Smith and Justin Foscue are potential options as well, but he does mention it doesn't really mean a lot yet, and it's going to be guys this spring trying to be more versatile than just their textbook position. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I do believe these two guys right here, Ibanez and Kiner-Falefa, will be the two on the major league roster when it's all said and done. You never know, though. As well as this, he does say that it's 6 months before you can DH. And it is luckily not his throwing arm / shoulder, but yeah, there's no reason to put him in the field yet until they say he's 100% healthy. And this was an update from Jim Bowden as well, who says about 6 to 8 months. So that's really about it for this update. And I know it's disappointing, but it is just one injury, guys. Rangers fans were used to lots of injuries piling up before a season even gets the chance to start. Fortunately, I mean, not really fortunately, but you know what I mean. Like, there's not more than one injury at the moment, knock on wood. So really wishing Josh a speedy recovery. Excited to see him play. I got the privilege to see him play in Frisco for a few games and even got his autograph. So I was very excited to see him get the chance this year. He will still get the chance because 6 months from now is August. Right? Yeah, I'm doing the right math on that. 6 months from now is August. So he will probably be a September call-up type guy, and this all assumes the season goes to normal. I don't have updates on the lockout for you guys, and I did say that I'm not going to do so unless there's significant progress made. So that's all I have for y'all today. Appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think in the comments about who should play third base now. I think it's pretty clear that it will still be Connor Falefa, but you never know. Or should the Rangers go externally, since they can't really talk about that? But what do y'all think? Should they go out and sign someone to a minor league deal, or just stick with what they have internally and focus more on pitching and other spots? So once again, thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all later.